Game 3 of the 2012 Metro League Championship Series was played at UMSL on Monday evening. In the game, the Dodgers looked to sweep the Knights in 3 games, but the Knights came out strong early. In the top of the second, Josh Herrick of Jefferson College became the leadoff base runner after he was hit by a pitch. Next up, Alfonso Graterol of Lindenwood University sent the ball over the left field wall for a 2-run home run.
He goes yard. He loves this ballpark. And it's 2-0. Knights.
The Knights' 2-0 lead held until the 5th inning when Daniel Holst of Texas A&M University was hit by a pitch to lead off the bottom 5th. Later in the inning, with Holst on second, Justin Lois of the University of Missouri St. Louis drove the ball up the middle into shallow center field to score Holst. Kyle Grieshaber, the University of Central Missouri, recorded a leadoff double for the Knights in the top of the 6th inning. Grieshaber would later come around to score later in the inning on a bases-loaded fielder's choice by Alfonso Graterol. In the bottom of the 6th inning, Denton Reed of SIUE drew a leadoff walk for the Dodgers. Reed moved to third on a single by Scott Sommerfeld of Mizzou, and later in the inning scored on a sacrifice fly by Mike Wilson of Lindenwood University. David Ulrich of Longview Community College drove the ball down the third base line into left field for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th. Later in the inning, Stephen Kohler of John Wood Community College flared the ball into shallow center field and gave the Dodgers runners at the corners with 1 out. Next up, Ryan Hall of Webster University walked to load the bases. After a pitching change by the Knights, Denton Reed came to the plate and was hit by a pitch to score Ulrich and tie the game 3-3. Next up, Scott Sommerfeld lined the ball into left field and scored the go-ahead run to give the Dodgers a 4-3 lead. Evan Walls of Harris Stowe State University held the Knights scoreless in the 7th and 8th inning. The Dodgers brought their late-inning specialist, Forrest Herrmann of Southwest Illinois College, into the game in the 9th inning. Alfonso Graterol flied out to left center field on the first pitch of his at-bat, followed by Matt Hahn of Mineral Area Community College, who flied out to Holst in right field. Matt Glansner of Missouri Valley College came to the plate and lined the ball directly into the glove of Herrmann for the 3rd out.
Relatively clean in this first 2 innings. Fastball back off the boxes, makes the catch to end the game, and the Dodgers sweep the Knights 3-0, winning this game 4-3. Wow, I'm not sure Charlie Atlanta could have hit that ball any harder than he did, and was right into the glove. I don't even think Herrmann reacted. The glove was just there, and the ball found its way in. He spikes the ball as his Dodgers win 4-3.
Dodgers win Game 3 4-3 and sweep the Knights in 3 games to win the 2012 St. Louis Metro Collegiate Baseball League Championship. With the win, the Dodgers secure a bid to the National Amateur Baseball Federation College World Series in Toledo, Ohio, August 9th through the 12th. I'm here with some of the offensive leaders for the Knights this evening. You guys came up a little short here in the final series, but all in all had a really good season and a pretty competitive final series with the Dodgers. Let's first talk to Alfonso Graterol. Seems like deja vu. I think we were just talking to you last week, and you must like this field. You hit another one over the left center wall there in a pretty deep home run. Yeah. So why don't you talk about your outing and your home run tonight?
Yeah, well, thanks for the interview first, and I would say I like this field. I mean, the wind was blowing out. I just wait for a good pitch inside, and that's what I saw. I saw like inside fastball, and I hit it out. And I think the wind helped me. I thought it was out since I hit it, but I just got a good pitch for me.
Yeah, and it was kind of the same weather conditions as last week. The wind was blowing out to that side of the field, so I guess you like this field and the weather conditions here.
I like this field. I love this field. It's a little bit hot to play here, but you have to just keep like your body, like, I don't know, hydrated or something like that. So, and you have to take advantage of the wind.
Yeah, especially your dugout. I was in that earlier in the game, and it was brutal over on your dugout on a very sunny side of the field. Kyle Grieshaber, you're one of the big bats of the whole series, really, and also today you went 2 for 4, had a double and an RBI, and also some pretty good plays out in the field as well. And why don't you talk about your outing today?
Today we just try to come out today and play hard, It's a long series, it's a hot day, just got to grind it out, and we did our best, we put a couple runs up early and tried to play good defense. Just wasn't really our day.
And how was it playing against the Dodgers? They're kind of one of the deepest teams in the league. They got a lot of really deep pitching and also some potent offense. How was it playing against them?
Every arm they bring out's a good arm. Every guy they sub in and out of the defense is really good. Everywhere they're just stacked 1 through 9. It's a good team, and we did our best, and we came out hot, we came out firing. Sometimes it just don't work for you.
Yeah, you guys definitely made the series pretty competitive and everything. How was it playing in the Metro League? Just your general thoughts being on the Knights and this season in general for the Knights.
I really enjoyed it. I came here, I played here last year, and came back again, and I've been good friends with Lonnie Macklin, our coach, for a while, and he's a good mentor of mine, so decided to come back. It's always a fun league, play at good places, it's just really enjoy it. It's a fun place.
All right, well, that about wraps it up from here. Congratulations on a good season, and thanks for visiting with us here. And I'm here with Evan Walls, the winning pitcher of today's game, and you guys clinched the series and the Metro League title for another year. So you went 2 innings and had a strikeout and only gave up 1 hit. So why don't you talk about your outing on the mound tonight?
Well, I was a little shaky in the bullpen, but I just wanted to come in and throw as hard as I could. I think everybody was a little worn out after this summer, so I just really wanted to focus on hitting my spots mostly.
Yeah, you
speed one there.
Oh. You only gave up that 1 hit, had no walks, so you kind of made quick work of your outing and sent down the Knights in pretty quick order there. Mm-hmm. What was that your approach for today's game?
Just keeping it low, like I said, trying to hit my spots, mixing it up, all speeds, trying to keep them off balance. That was just my approach every time. It worked this time.
And you seem to have that good breaking ball and slider kind of work in there. You have those off-speed pitches that have worked really well for you all season.
Absolutely, definitely. Having those different off-speed pitches and different pitches that move really help out a lot. It really attributes to a lot of success that I've had. Absolutely.
Well, we'll let you get going. Congratulations on the win, and good luck in the future as well.
Thanks.
I'm here with the closer of the Dodgers, and you were on the mound when you got the win. Although, officially to Wally there, but you were on the mound when the Dodgers won. And you were kind of the leading guy. You picked up 2 saves in this series, 2 big saves to get the win and sweep the Knights. Why don't you talk about the season and just today's game for the Dodgers?
It was a great year. It won a lot of games. It was a good group of guys. I had a lot of fun all summer. We had a lot of injuries going into the year as the year went along. I'd say we played hard all year no matter who we had out there, and that was a winning formula.
And how was it coming into those big game situations like today? You guys were up by a run, and some of the Knights' big bats were coming up, and you had to face them knowing they weren't going to go down very easy.
It was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. I've been in that role all year long, throwing in the 9th or bottom of the 8th when we got in trouble. And I'm a firm believer if I make my pitch, there's a good chance good things are going to happen. So just tried to pound the bottom of the zone.
Yeah, it looked like you were hitting your spots in the zone there. And you're one of those pitchers, I think you said in the last interview we did, you like to get a lot of ground balls and everything. That seemed to be working. The Knights really didn't get any fly balls or any hard hit balls in this really whole series for you.
Yeah, I try to get ground balls. It's an efficiency thing. I was able to throw in all 3 games this week because I kept my pitch count down, made them make quick outs, and more time I'm on the mound, the happier I am.
And I think we talked to you about a week ago when you faced the Knights and got a save there for the last game of the regular season. How was it facing them in the regular season compared to the championship series here?
Well, I only faced them twice in the regular season. One was we ended up playing 14 innings at Baldwin, so I kind of got a good feel for the lineup then, and I just hit my spots every game and lucked out. The defense played well.
And how are you guys going to continue the momentum you got going into the NABF World Series?
Well, hopefully we'll get a few practices in these next couple weeks and hit the ground running once we get to Ohio. Should be a lot of fun.
All right, well, we'll let you go celebrate with your team and everything. Thanks for joining us, and good luck as the season now continues, I guess, for the Dodgers into the NABF World Series
sir.
here.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm here with the offensive leader of the Dodgers in today's game, Scott Sommerfeld. And we've talked to you before, and tonight was another impressive outing for you. Went for 4 for 4, had a double and an RBI. And why don't you talk about your at-bats and your day today?
We like I said earlier, this team was a very good team as far as competing, and they put pressure on us early with those 2 runs, and we knew they weren't going to hand it to us. We had to earn this win, and came down to all 9 innings, and both teams battled, and it was just up and down a great ball game, baseball-wise.
You had some really key at-bats and everything in this game, and drove in one of the key runs today. So why don't you talk about that?
We did a good job, the guys in front of me, getting guys on base. We had bases loaded, and fortunately we capitalized on that, and that was the difference. So that was kind of the struggle, is like their pitcher were putting pressure on us where we couldn't just push any runs across, and we chipped away, and then that inning kind of helped us out as far as getting base runners in and a scoring position to pull through.
And you played some key plays over at on the defensive end too as well this series, so maybe talk about some of those. I know in the last game you had a really nice grab there to end the game, actually turning a double play and everything. Why don't you talk about some of your defensive plays?
I just try to do what I can. Like I said, hats off to our infielders. We've got some very solid infielders defensively, and all year long that's been the story for them. So all the credit goes to them. And yeah, it was bang bang at the end of the play. I was just fortunate enough to be in that situation. And today they needed me in the outfield, so I'm just happy to be out there to fill in wherever they need me.
And your team as a whole is a pretty deep team. As you said, you talked about some of the infielders and the defensive positions. It's real deep on pitching. Also has some potent offense as well. How does that bode for the NABF World Series in a couple weeks?
That's a huge advantage for us. Hopefully we can stay healthy and keep up with throwing and hitting for these next 2 weeks. We don't get down, and we keep at it, because these last couple of weeks we've definitely built momentum, and I think that's what helped us carry over into this playoff series. So hopefully we can continue that momentum, continuing at it these next 2 weeks, and hopefully Ohio, we can have the same luck we had here in St. Louis.
And you're a Mizzou guy, and you guys at Mizzou did really well in the College World Series and everything like that. How does your experience with that help out the team going into the NABF World Series, maybe leading some of these guys that haven't done that before? And it's kind of a different experience, playing some different teams that you've never played before in those World Series situations.
Yeah, this past year was such a big high as far as winning the Big 12 and making a postseason run. So you, as a ball player, you put in all this work, all these extra hours in the cages and on the mound, and this is what you fight for. And kind of that moment in Oklahoma City winning the Big 12 tournament was kind of that's what you need to expect, and we expect to win, and we knew we could win, and hopefully we'll carry that over into Ohio.
Yeah, it seems like that's been the Dodgers' mentality all season, only giving up I think maybe six losses in the regular season, and then sweeping the Knights. You guys seem to expect to win every time you go out onto the field.
Yeah, we have great confidence and great group of guys. We're all pretty close, and the chemistry is just great. So we're hopefully going to continue that roll on into the Ohio.
We'll let you get going here, and thank you very much for visiting with us here in the post-game report and everything, and good luck in the future, and good luck in the NABF World Series.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks.